Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Rishi and today we are diving into the exciting world of chess. Whether you are completely new to the game or just looking to refresh your skills, this video is perfect for you. By the end, you all are know the basic rules, how each piece moves and some simple strategies to get started. Let's jump right in. First, let's set up the board. The board has 64 squares arranged in 8 by 8 grid. The ranks are the rows, numbered 1 to 8, and the files are the columns, labeled A to H. Each player has 16 pieces, 8 pawns, 2 rooks, 2 knights, 2 bishops, 1 queen, and 1 king. Place your rooks in the corners, then the knight next to them, followed by a bishop. The queen goes on her color, white queen on white square and black queen on black square. Finally, the king goes on the remaining square next to the queen. The second rank is filled with pawns, and that's how the board is set up. Now, let's talk about how each piece moves. First up, the pawn. Pawns move forward 1 square but can move 2 square forward on their first move. They capture pieces diagonally. Next, we have the rook. Rook can move horizontally or vertically any number of squares. Watch how I can move this rook across the board. Now, the knight moves in L shape. 2 squares in one direction and then 1 square perpendicular. Knights are unique because they can jump over other pieces. Next, we have the bishop. Bishop move diagonally any number of square. They stay on their color, so a light squared bishop will only move on light square and dark squared bishop will only move on dark squares. Then there the queen, the most powerful piece on the board. She can move in any direction horizontally, vertically or diagonally, any number of squares. Finally, the king moves just 1 square in any direction. Protecting the king is essential, as losing him means you lose the game. Now, let's go over some special moves you need to know. First, there's castling. This is a special move involving the king and one of the rooks. To castle, the king moves 2 square towards the rook and the rook moves to the square next to the king. You can castle only if neither piece has moved previously and if there are no pieces between them. Next is an peasant, a unique pawn capture. If your opponent moves a pawn 2 square forward from its starting position and land next to your pawn, you can capture it as if it had only moved 1 square. Just move your pawn diagonally into the space behind it. And finally, pawn promotion. When a pawn reaches the opposite side of the board, it can be promoted to any piece except a king. Most often players choose a queen. Let's discuss check and checkmate. When your king is under threat of capture, it's called check. You must move your king out of check or block the attack. If you cannot move out of check, that's called checkmate and the game is over. Here is an example of checkmate. If the king is trapped behind his own pieces and is attacked, he can't escape and the game ends. That's it for the basics of chess. I hope you find this video helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe for more chess tips and strategies. Happy playing and I will see you next time.
I look at you and it's easy to see you are that someone I've been trying to meet.